forest smells wrong. Dead stuff. Or burnt. I don't know.
A lot of bad history in Arlathan. War, blood magic. I'm sure some of that stuck around.
Erlen was right. There's our Venatori.
Let's kick him out.
We took care of them.
Good. Now what were they doing out here?
Setting up a camp?
Let's take a look. If I didn't know better, I'd say this was Dalish.
They got it from somewhere. Maybe a Dalish camp nearby.
That can't be good. We need to find the camp. Let's go.
Careful. There's Venatori ahead.
We'll handle them. Sit tight. You look like a veil jumper. What's happening?
The Venatori are rounding up Dalish. I locked that barrier, but some of them already got through.
Wait, rounding up Dalish?
There are more Dalish inside the ruins. They were camped there.
All right. Get back to Strife and Irelin and let them know. That didn't do anything. Damn it, still locked.
Those symbols over the door. That's what we were supposed to find?
Okay, let's get it unlocked.
That worked out. Keep going.
Time to get moving.
Why would Venatori attack the Dalish? They wouldn't come here without a reason.
I don't think this is random.
There they are.
What do you want? Why did you attack these people? Not soon enough. Still don't know what they're doing here. Let's keep looking around. The bridge is out.
Then let's hope there's a power crystal around. There's not much time to find it. You hear that?
Sounds like someone's in trouble. Come on!
There's a lot more of these assholes.
I see them! We have to end this! Leave this cunt alone! Come and try!
Not on my watch.
Come!
If you leave now, we might let you stay alive.
Stop talking.
Now let's see what they've done with the Dalish. We'll get you out of there. Hang on.
What are those symbols? Good luck.
Shouldn't be hard. All right, that did it. Let's see what she has to say. It's okay. You're safe. What happened here?
That veil jumper died making sure I was safe. She sealed the barrier before the Venatori could get me.
What about the rest of the Dalish?
They took everyone. Kidnapped them all.
Why? Where'd they go?
I don't know. Their leader said they need Dalish blood, some sort of sacrifice.
Sacrificed. Damn it.
This just got a whole lot worse. We need to figure out where the Venatori took them. Let's look around. Dead Venatori here. Nothing unusual. Not much to go on. Just some mud here, but it looks like there's some kind of glass here too.
Huh.
Well, doesn't look like the Venatori brought many supplies with them.
And they might have a larger camp nearby. The Dalish could be there.
Or maybe Strife and Irilin could make sense of this.
Rook, over here. We got here as fast as we could.
It's bad. They're kidnapping Dalish to sacrifice them.
What?
You're serious?
These Dalish were caught by surprise. One survived, but the rest...
will live just long enough to be sacrificed. Even for the Venatori. This is evil. Where did they take the prisoners?
The Venatori didn't come very far. We know that. And we found this weird glass they tracked in somehow.
Glass? That could be from the Арлатан crater. It said that Tevinter blood magic used to be powerful enough to fuse sand into glass.
It's not too far from here.
If the Venatori took the prisoners there...
We'll find them. But it'll take time to put together a rescue party.
Don't take too much time. We need to stop this.
We will.
Let's head back to the lighthouse. We'll meet the Veil Jumpers there.
Don't be shy. Take a gander. Send your friends my way. Tell them Amelia will set them up. Right.
Venatori are gathering deep in the forest. They've brought the Dalish with them.
Not long till the sacrifices start then.
We did kill Gilanine's archdemon. The gods will want more power, and fast.
That won't happen on our watch. We can save these people.
You know the gods best, Rook. The Veiljumpers are ready. Just give the word.
I'll go get Nev. She deals with Venatori the most.
Good point. We know where the Dalish are, and we know what we have to do. Let's do it.
Then we ride, and pray that fate is on our side.
How is it doing?
They need more bandages, blankets, and herbs. Rook, Viago and I are visiting the new memorial. For those we've recently lost.
The other remaining crows have already gone. Come meet us there. Please.
Of course.
We are not here to be formal. There have been enough funerals.
Did you know? I was just turning to say something to Air the other day. Before I remembered, she was no longer there.
Fletcher.
I didn't know Chance for long, but he seemed like a good man.
Terrible taste in furniture. He always smothered everything in gold. I'll miss hearing him complaining that I complain about it.
The diamond, the entire city feels so empty. I wonder if it will ever not feel that way.
Just another thing the gods have to answer for.
A fine sentiment. For the day you face the gods. And there is only so much good their deaths will bring. We must make the rest for ourselves.
Let's hope there is something in that.
When did you get here?
A while ago. I was reading the letters. Messages for loved ones. Prayers to the Maker. A few letters are to people I would have liked to know again.
Were any of the people you miss from House Deriva?
A few. And colleagues and rivals from other houses. When I got out of the ossuary, I thought I had time to pull myself together, to make visits that I should. I wonder now what they would have said.
All these words for the dead. Do you believe anyone or anything sees them?
After I was captured by the Venatori, I would have said no. How could the Maker or any power permit what happened in that place? After all we have seen, I still don't know who, if anyone, hears our cries. But now, I hope they do.
Is there anything else we should say?
I did mention this isn't formal.
But we should do something.
A toast, then. Something we promise the dead we will think about over drinks to come.
Those we lost. They'll never be forgotten.
Never is a long time. But let us try. The crows rule Antiva, and tonight we mourn with her. There's an interesting letter there, Rook.
That art merchant with information on the Antab lives near here. Hello? Are you alright?
Then the brute left to get more reinforcements against a single woman. Would you be a dear and clear away all the refuse by the door?
Didn't know the Antam had such strong opinions on art.
Done.
Unlock the door. Come in, please.
My saviors, welcome!
Iago said you had information on the Antam. Are they after you?
They barricaded me in and said I would starve unless I handed over the contents of my gallery. Lately, they've been taking paintings, sculptures, all sorts of treasures. And to think I overheard someone in the market yesterday bragging about dealing with the atrocious brutes. The market master might know more about what those dreadful Antam are up to. I'm in your debt. Please look around. I hope dear Viago can make next week's exhibition.
All right, we should talk to the market master if we want. Hello. This might sound strange, but I was told you might know about Antam stealing paintings.
It's bad for business. And somebody here knows something. Everyone notices the master of the market. But you, stay hidden. Listen near the stalls. You might learn something about our Antam art collectors.
Let's listen carefully around the market. Don't want to scare anyone off.
Hardly got any sleep last night. Just the thought of living next to the blind.
Makes you sick, doesn't it?
Barely any customers today.
It's a wonder anyone still lives in the city, the way it is now.
But I mean, Antam, I didn't think they went in for things like fancy paintings.
I wouldn't know anything about... Well, that would explain the Antam who came by not an hour ago. They took my best sculpts without paying.
Huh. Right here?
Oh, yes. I did hear they've been piling up stolen goods in a camp in the Drowned district.
Spy on me all you wish. You will only...
You killed the blighted dragon, and another besides. I am grateful for that.
Close to that camp where the Antam took that merchant's stolen sculptures.
Company, get ready. Here we go. Under fire. Watch it. Range.
Stolen art. Or any sign of what the Antam are doing with it.
Made it through that one.
Nothing here.
Still nothing.
Strange. You'd think a few statues would stand out.
Still nothing. I don't see anything that merchant in the market was talking about. Who's stolen art?
I've got a hunch we should check with him again.
In a duel to the death, everything matters, including fashion. Enjoy the feeling of rich Trevisan.
Is this what you call acting for Treviso?
Help.
Jacobo's
That merchant who said the Antam stole his artwork. He's with the Venatori. Bet he caught us listening in.
So he sent us off on a chase. Should have seen it coming.
The note said the Antam are trading the art to Venatori collectors in exchange for rare magical Okay. We're close to the camp where Antam are trading with the Venatori for magical components.
Sorry! It's those snoops from the market. Just kill them.
Look out!
Find out what the Antam and the Venatori are actually doing. This note is about Gatlock, that Canary blasting powder. The Antam are using magical components from the Venatori to make it more explosive, much more explosive.
Well, look at what they can achieve when they work together.
We must go to De Andiago with this as soon as possible.
Agreed.
All right, just tell me what you think. Aku-chan, spite, don't know how. I don't...
All right, you want to know what I'm thinking? It's less about the demon, more about the blood magic. There's something knotted up in there. And if you're waiting for me to look at you different, hate to disappoint.
Good news?
The Venatori are helping the Antam make their Gadlock explosives even more powerful.
What?
It's not ready yet. They're still experimenting.
Then we have some time. The crows will investigate.
We had better. I am sure we'd be among the Antam's first targets.
All right, just tell me what you're thinking. At the chantry. All right, just tell me what you're thinking. At the chantry. Spite, you know what happened.
Well?
They're waiting for something. There's talk of a sacrifice.
Do they mean the clan? They mean the clan, don't they?
Well, the tracks suggest the captives are on the other side of the clearing. You'll have to go through the crowd.
They're gathering to watch people be killed.
It's the Venatori. Spilling blood is their religion.
And we won't let that happen.
We're going through them? Won't they notice?
Not if you look like them. I found you some disguises.
Oh, that doesn't smell good. Oh, it's sticky. Why is it sticky?
Blood. Hopefully. Make sure you split up. You don't want to draw attention.
Nev, I need you with me. You know the Venatori best. And you're probably the only one who can convince them you belong there.
Sad but true.
And we'll be your entourage.
I'll go with the Veil Jumpers.
We'll try to keep the escape routes clear. Get the Dalish and get out of there. And please, try not to stand out.
And the others?
They'll be close, but it's safer to move in small groups.
I thought I saw someone. In the trees. Strife and the Veil Jumpers.
Good.
going to bleed the Dalis dear.
Hala. They're going after Hala.
We can't do anything that'll draw attention to ourselves.
Wait until we find our target.
We don't have to watch this. It won't be pretty.
For the glory of...
This whole place makes my skin crawl.
Something's wrong.
Stop! Who are you? I don't recognize any of you.
You don't recognize me?
I don't... Magister... Lady,
Appalling. They'll hire anyone these days.
I'm sorry, my lady. I was given instruction to...
Tell someone who gives a damn. Why am I still waiting? Where are the gods? When does the ritual start?
Gods? But only the Lord Elgarnon is here, and he is still preparing.
Useless. Out of my way. It's Elgarnon, not Gillenane, like we expected.
That was impressive.
They expect strength and power from someone like me.
A mage.
A human mage. Show them what they expect, and you don't get questions. But as I was saying, Gillenane's not here. It's just Elgarnon.
Elgarnon might be here, but he doesn't know we are.
He'll figure it out once the prisoners are gone.
We'll worry about that when we have to.
Then let's keep moving for now.
Is anyone else here?
I feel you. I see you. I know how you suffer. Come to me, and I will ease your soul.
No, don't need another voice in here.
Nights and poisons are nothing, little crow, when I can make you master of life and death.
He's making promises, tempting me.
For hundreds of years you have mourned the loss of your dragon gods. From beyond the veil, I heard your lament and have come to deliver you from desolation. Dragon of night, I break your chains. Hear my voice and rise. I am Elgarnon, once called Lucicon, and I have returned.
The Archdemon is already fueling him.
I will free your Antiva from the Kunari. All you must do is obey me, worship me, love me, and kneel.
I know this magic. It's old and dangerous. It's too strong, I can't break it.
We've got this.
I'm trying to conceal us, but he'll know someone broke his hold.
Valara bought us some time, but we have to go. Now.
Venatori, there are uninvited guests among you. Bring them to me.
He's sending the cult after us.
Elgarnon is within my reach. Give me the dagger.
No. We can't touch him now that his archdemon's in play. I won't risk Dalish lives.
Kill them where they stand!
For Elgarnon!
They know we're here. Any room.
Ready when you are.
We'll execute. On it. Save a little for the rest of us, Rook.
Dash is up!
Got through that.
Look there. The archdemon.
Yeah. So maybe we avoid its attention? I'm good to go.
The interlopers at my feet. Your continued failure is a disappointment to your god.
Them up. They won't back down now.
What happens when they don't give him what he wants?
That was amazing! Get clear! They're down.
And now Darkspawn.
Of course. Why wouldn't the Venatori bring their new friends on a wall?
Nicely done, Rook!
Impressive!
The Imperium!
Watch your back!
It doesn't seem to be yet.
Gillenane lost her dragon. Might make Elganon more cautious.
Everyone all right?
We're not alone.
You wither before us!
Watch your back! Get clear!
Take these shots!
Baelish arrows. Strife and the other Veil Jumpers were here.
That'll take some of the pressure off. We have to use this chance to get to the prisoners.
Defiled my temple and spurned the gifts I offer. You could have had a place of honor as my disciple.
This way. We have to be quick before the Venatori catch up.
Fight the heretics!
We shall fight as one! What's left?
Shut tight, and the locking mechanism is on the other side.
So you're saying we're stuck?
There has to be another way out.
Not if we have anything to say about it.
We're stuck. Gate's shut, and we can't open it from here.
Right, on it! Also, Venatori headed your way, so stay alive!
Found them!
How's it looking?
They defy our mastery!
close to getting this thing open. There's an entire Venatori army coming for us.
Where to run?
All set.
Take him down!
Still no luck?
Sorry.
Really, are you sure you can open this?
We can do it.
What's that thing?
We're under fire.
Snipers!
Watch out! Well, look at that.
Stay in cover! We grant each other. Say the word!
Look right. That's got it. What's the run?
We need to close it. Not that bad.
Well, that's good.
We'll clear the exits while you find the Dalish. Best of luck!
fight is futile. My Venatori are legion. Surrender. And I may yet show mercy.
Wait. This feels off.
What just happened? Where are we?
I'm not sure. Come on! We need to find a path through. We still need to think of the Dalish.
Ah, so that is what you're after. The Elven have been chosen to serve a glorious purpose.
Again? It's Elganon. He's found us.
And he's got us trapped. The longer we stay here, the more danger we're in.
Shit. There's blight here. There wasn't blight before.
You cannot stand against me. Every action of yours is futile. My power grows even now.
Come on!
You are nothing but an insect. Resist if you like. I have an eternity to spare.
Shit. The Dalish need help, and we're losing precious time going around in circles.
They're all yours. Do we know the Dalish are still alright? What if Elganon sends Venatori to...
One thing at a time. Let's focus on getting out.
Rook, can you hear me?
Solus?
Something's wrong.
I thought I just heard Solus.
You are correct. Elganon's magic has thinned the veil, allowing me to speak to you directly.
Solus, we need your help.
Then I am pleased that for once, I can offer some assistance. If you can rescue the elves, Elganon is mine to face.
What do you mean?
Elganon! Lathalin! Mabanal Avanuris! Masalin Algalana!
Need to get that together. Let's keep moving. Solus is going to distract Elganon.
You have no power here.
Whoever that is sure got his attention.
As long as it keeps him off us.
So, the dread wolf has arrived to defend his pawn.
Your cruelty forced my hand.
100 generations and still the same refrain.
Again you have caged our people, and again I will set them free.
But you are always stubborn, Fen Harel. Insubordinate, unmanageable, even by Mithel's reckoning.
You have lost the right to speak her name.
Avalas Ban, Shevgar Fen Harel.
Move now. The only reason Mithal joined you was that she knew the monster you would become if left unchecked. She thought to temper your brutish ego. Instead you betrayed her, murdered her.
Only the first time, Dread Wolf.
I hear them in my head.
Got company.
Your struggle is pointless, and your faith in the Dread Wolf is misplaced. Give up. Save yourself. Save your friends.
I can see the way through. I think Solus's distraction is working. I think this is it. I think we're through.
You should be near where you need to be. With luck, you can still save the elves.
And there. The Dalish.
Break the crystal, let's go!
The cruelty is nothing new. But what has happened to the vaunted brilliant mind of Elganon the Mighty? The blight has left you blunt and slow. A monster, not a mastermind. You used to be a challenging opponent.
You saw me as an opponent. To me, you were an irritation, a fly buzzing ceaselessly.
I must speak to you in this tongue. It seems Elwood is beyond your grasp.
As much as freedom is beyond yours.
What? Were you talking to me? Sorry, they're very loud.
This cannot be!
got company. Once the Blight is free, it will rule this world, and you will be its attack dog. You will burn this world at its command, as Andrul did at yours. You will leave only ruin behind you.
This world is ruined already. Your veil destroyed it.
You could heal it. You have the strength to repair the damage without using the Blight.
Save your games for the mortals, Dread Wolf. The Blight is my blade, and it will take more than your tricks to get me to lay it down. Your whining comes from envy, Fen'Harel, but it does not have to be so. There is a place for you at my side in a new, glorious empire.
But it will not have illusions, will it? Junei built them, and now he is dead. Our great cities came from Silence, our deepest mysteries from Durban.
I will restore it all. Their achievements will not be lost.
You were a bully, ruled over what others had built, and now the others are gone. Who do you have left? Ghilanane? You cannot rebuild the world by stitching together monsters.
Not too bad.
Take them down!
We're in the clear.
Over here! I don't want to die.
You saved us.
Time to get out of here. I can guide you to one of my old hideouts. You can use it to make your escape. The wards still in place there will shield you all from Elganon's sight.
Solus, thank you.
Let's go! Let's go! Run! Run!
It's tough being a Venatori. It was their duty to secure the sacrifices. It was their duty to ensure the ritual went perfectly. But despite all their efforts, Elganon was disappointed. The cult would do anything to please their gods. The cult would give anything to atone. Anything. It really is tough being a Venatori.
We'd lost all hope, and then...
And then you swooped in out of nowhere to save us.
He would have killed us to feed his dragon.
Indeed. Masaranas, Lethalin.
It was a team effort.
It often is. Some fights can't be won alone. Celebrate the victories as they come. They're rare enough.
And tomorrow, we'll have to deal with another archdemon.
And it will have regained its strength. Elganon sacrificed his own Venatori to it. A punishment for their failures. The Venatori who escaped scurried back to Deventer. If the Venatori move again, the Shadow Dragons will hear about it first. The Veil Jumpers will fight our own battles against the gods. Any help you can offer would be appreciated.
I should check in with Solus.
Interesting. Like lyrium, you say?
Mm-hmm. This table's really cold.
Marble. It's wonderful on hot summer days.
Right. Nothing's happening.
Precisely.
Emmerich, you wanted to see me?
Ah, Rook. If you would be so kind as to step over here. And there we have it, just as I suspected.
Emotions?
Involving Rook.
Wait, me?
Young love indeed. Come, Manfred. I'm sure they'll want to discuss the implications.
Emmerich.
Everything fine? Emmerich didn't find anything wrong with you.
I'm not sure how to explain.
Take your time.
Emmerich suspected that my abilities could be tied to how I was feeling. Feeling about you. I mean, the special feelings. You know.
You're not toxic all the time. That's great news.
Is it? But being close to you makes me feel things. And apparently, when I feel those things...
Yes, I can see how this might be a problem.
Lyrium was the blood of the Titans. If my heart's beating, and my blood's racing around, maybe... I'm sorry.
Do you think you could control it?
It's tied to my emotions. Like the rest of my magic. I'm sure I can learn to control it.
Don't apologize. This isn't your fault, Lace, and we'll handle this the way we handle everything else. Together.
Together.
The Evanurers do not need. They only demand. Deny them.
She felt it all over. Her attraction to the hero, a powerful but properly contained tingle, nearly exquisite. Properly contained. No, sounds bad. Okay, cut the middle line, much more natural.
What are you working on?
Oh! Rook! I didn't see you. What did you hear?
Not sure what it was, but it sounded pretty good.
Oh, really? Well, thank you. Nev found me more serials. I've read them, all of them, multiple times. And I thought maybe I could try it, writing my own, I mean. Not like Varric Tethris, but my own sort of thing. For me, and people like me. Something to focus on, besides Syrian and all of that. And you know, you're also interesting, it helps for inspiration.
Interesting is certainly a word we could use.
But it works. You're fighting ancient gods and everything. And you know the rest. It's impressive. What you've done, I mean, brought everyone together. You're a good person. Really.
Being around good people helps. That's the thing about a team. Everyone brings everyone else up.
That's what they taught me. The veil jumpers, I mean. A team's only as good as its weakest link, so you make them stronger. Like you do, with all of us. So, keep being that kind of person. One everyone can look up to. Anyways, thanks, Rook. I'll talk to you later. Gotta finish this scene.
Supper in Docktown?
What's the occasion?
I've got leads to chase on Alia and Docktown's missing people. A few sources will only talk if I'm alone. But if you're around after, you help me uncover all this. Supper's on me.
Sure. Count me in.
Hey, Rook. I was planning to take us on to the woods in Arlathan soon. Want to keep us company?
Sounds good to me.
Hassan will be glad to hear it. Needs to stretch his wings.
This is where we eat.
I see.
Shathan, it's good to see you again.
My child wished to show me where she now lived.
I made food. Here, this cup. Made it myself.
You remembered the recipe on your own?
You've been hammering it into me for 20 years.
It could use more ginger.
Whatever the Qun demands.
Evitash has never been interested in Kunari traditions before now.
Perhaps Taj paid more attention than you thought.
She did not. Is this your influence, or that of the followers of the Qun?
The followers of the Qun?
Have they asked you to soften her to the Qun? Do they want to lure her back?
Neither. Thank you for asking.
Then why have you pushed her to this?
Taj chose all this for you, and you still can't unclench enough to offer a little support.
I do not need your manipulation to show affection to my child.
Well, what do you need? Give me a hint, because right now nothing Taj does is good enough.
Is that how it appears to you?
Yes.
I was never taught how to be a mother. Under the Qun, children are raised by those suited to such pursuits. I trained as a scholar. I was taught to think critically, to analyze without passion, and correct mistakes. You need not tell me that I am an inadequate mother. I am aware.
Then why did you leave?
When I see my child in danger, I act.
Here's the ginger.
Thank you.
So, I'm non-binary.
What does that mean?
It means I don't feel like a man or a woman.
If you are neither a man nor a woman, then what are you?
Non-binary. I just said, and I'm going to use they instead of she from now on.
If this is because I have criticized your dress or your manners...
It isn't!
Under the Qun, the term for one whose gender does not match the one given to them at birth was a Qunathlok. Perhaps you are like that.
Why do you have to keep picking at it? Why can't you just be happy for me?
Evitash, Chakra to Ebra.
So I'm supposed to struggle with who I am? Even if I don't feel like I fit, even if I feel wrong?
No, you misunderstood.
Then say it better! Why am I never enough for you?
I will go. Thank you for inviting me to your home. Panahedan.
All of that was new for her. Just give her some time.
No. It's okay.
Tosh?
I'm not hiding anymore. How she takes it is her problem.
You sure?
Yeah. Come on. Don't let food go to waste.
Dalish prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good. Whatever my frustrations with them, it feels good to have helped my people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. Chance to infuriate Elganon was a reminder of simpler times.
You said you found the Dalish frustrating. Why is that?
It is unfair to them. I lived for thousands of years, and after I imprisoned the Evanuris, I slept for thousands more. I awoke in a world that had forgotten the ancient times almost entirely. And those who tried to remember elven history, like the Dalish, had gotten so much wrong.
Like the terrible trickster Fen-Harel who sealed away the gods?
There was truth to their stories. My rebellion had indeed disrupted the lives of those who had been comfortable. And when I created the Veil, I destroyed an empire. Their judgments were fair, if clouded. I tried to explain the truth to one clan. When I convinced them that I was truly Fen-Harel, they attacked me. After that, I hid my explanations behind the facade of having witnessed events in the Fade.
And the Fade is the realm of dreams. To present that as evidence.
Yes. The Dalish had no reason to believe me. I could only watch as they continued to worship Elganon, though we may have seen the last of that tradition, at least.
You and Elganon were really tearing into one another back there.
I needed to goad him to anger in order to distract him. But yes, while all of the Evanuris were monsters in their own ways, Elganon was the worst. Or perhaps it is more honest to say that his were the faults I found most objectionable. You have met him now, heard his voice hammering at the doors of your mind, and you have met me. Can you see how he and I might frustrate one another?
The way the two of you argued, it didn't feel like enemies. It felt like family.
How so?
Family knows you better than anyone, and that can be good or bad.
I had not thought of it that way. But yes, we had centuries to stoke the fires of our hatred. I saw his rise to tyranny coming, and could not stop it. And he saw me disrupt his plans for dominion time and time again.
All right. I can see how you and Elganon would hate each other.
He has always been what I most feared becoming. Callous and uncaring, his arrogance unchecked. To have that much power and no one to remind him that he could be wrong.
Well, he had you.
And I suppose I had you.
We would have had a hard time getting out of there without your help.
I did not spend this long preparing you only to lose you to Elganon's machinations. No, I am sorry. That was poorly said. You have earned better from me.
Okay.
When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elganon out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
I appreciate you saying that. Couldn't have been easy.
The only thing worse than being wrong is realizing it, but being afraid to change. Elganon's pride is no greater than mine. but he denies any failure on his part. And I at least try to acknowledge my mistakes. Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. You work together with a camaraderie it took me centuries to build in my rebellion.
So what do we do next? Elganan and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Elganan's power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse. That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes, for this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
So now Elganan's recovered his own archdemon, and the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elganan's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens. And it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
Okay. We always knew this was going to be hard, right? And yeah, maybe it's a little harder now. More than a little. But either we stop this, or all of Tedas's falls. So we see it through. All the way. Because no one else is going to.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before.
Not without help, we didn't.
So we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
What about the Venatori that were at the crater? They might know where the gods are hiding.
Dorian said they were up to something, but it seemed more about returning to the gods' good graces. They lost Elganan's sacrifice. He'll be displeased.
The crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And several storehouses worth of food, what little we had left. It's enough to feed the Antam Navy for 3 months. Or all of Treviso for 6 weeks.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the crows, Lucanus?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Biago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
We've got options for what we do next. Figuring out where the Antam are taking those supplies should put us on the gods' trail. That said, the Venatori aren't up to anything good in Minrathous.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Right. With everything she's been doing in the south, we owe her an update.
I'll let her know.
Today could have gone better, but it could have gone much worse. We fought off the Venatori and rescued the Dalish. That's a win by any standard. Rest up. And be ready to go. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last. Mana, Hello. I assume Vorgoth's not far.
We have her, Rook. We have her. We know exactly what she's planning.
The professor asked us to research the artifact that came into the possession of Johanna Hezenkos.
She carries a gloaming lantern.
That bad as it sounds?
They were fashioned in ages past by unscrupulous necromancers. The lanterns steal and concentrate life.
Johanna could use it to leech life from hundreds at a time. An endless source of power.
I hate to say it, but it's sort of clever.
Johanna was never short on cleverness, but we found her.
She has returned to Blackthorn Manor.
Hezenkos intends to hold a soiree.
That can't be her whole plan.
No, but I propose a small group infiltrate Johanna's lair while she's distracted and destroy her lantern.
Let's do it.
Vorgoth and I must return to the necropolis.
Hunt well.
If only we could make Johanna see reason.
You tried before. She seems stubborn.
Perhaps that's why she attained immortality, while I quake on the threshold. If I make my own bid for lichdom... Oh, it's no use pretending this hasn't stirred up that old dread of my own mortality.
You could also be having a normal reaction to facing danger every other day.
No, it shouldn't be this crushing, this prevalent. No. Johanna was never beset by these sort of fears.
Little fear's healthy. You'll feel better once we crash her lair and destroy that lantern. Promise.
Abundance.
No. I had to kill a man once who did blood magic on nugs. 100 little pigs with hands came after me. All together in one big writhing ball. Have you ever tried to stab a ball of angry nugs? That was a bad job.
I've got a better one. You know what the Wandering Hills are named for? It's a monster. Big heap of red tentacles that crawls around, devouring everything in its path. The damn thing was a hillside, the eyes of a village. You try fighting a hill with a sword sometime.
How did you kill it?
Lamp oil. Everything stank of burnt tentacles for miles after.
It's good to see the two of you getting along.
Of course we're getting along. We're professionals.
We're talking business, Rook. Grab a seat.
Is anyone else hungry? Maybe I should cook something.
What about you, Rook? What's the worst job you've ever been on?
Nevin Harding didn't tell you about our hunt for Solus, then?
They don't tell it the way you would.
I mean, it ended with the elven god of lies in my head. Is that enough to win the worst job contest?
You joining us, then?
Fine. I'll cook something, if Rook's staying.
Maybe just for a minute.
Rook's story first. Then Lucanus owes me one about this contract on a Bronto.
Mierda. That Bronto.
Tell me about Anaris.
He is the light, the hope of Elvenan, the bringer of...
Tell me about the war against the Evenuris.
Even now, the armies of Anaris wage a glorious war against the...
Tell me about the armies.
The chosen of Elvenan, made pure and stripped of their want to serve the great Anaris.
So demons. He made an army of demons. Damn it, Syrian. What have you done? Oh, Rook.
What are you hoping to find out from the archive?
About Anaris? What would make Syrian work with him? But everything I found out, it just makes it worse. And now Syrian wants to meet, to explain himself.
It's kind of hard to explain turning people into demons.
I know. Talking to him again, knowing what I know, it's hard. Beyond hard. And that's if this isn't all a big trap.
Listen to your gut. Would he really try to lure you into a trap?
I would have said no before all of this. The Syrian I know cared, loved his people more than anything. He kept me grounded, focused, made sure I was okay. And I took care of him, protected him because I loved my little brother and I owed him. But what he is now, who he is now, I don't know. I'd hoped the archive would make it easy. Tell me it was a misunderstanding. But Anaris is evil, full stop. And if my brother's working with him...
I know this is hard for you, but you know we have to stop them, right?
I know. I get it. He's my brother, though. The day he died, or I thought he died, it was the worst day of my life. I don't know if I can do that again.
So what are you going to do?
Meet with him.
Are you okay with that?
No, but I need to talk to him, convince him he's wrong.
And if that doesn't work?
Will you come with me?
Of course.
Thanks, Rook. Really. Just tell me when you're ready.
I heard from Kal Shirak about the missing dwarves. Stalguard's one of them. I have to go help. They sent me maps of the area where the missing were last seen. It's a start. You're coming to help, right?
I promised I would.
I'm ready to go whenever you are. Let's not wait too long.
Hey, I got word from my mother. She wants to talk.
Have you talked with her since?
Nope, not since I told her I was non-binary. But her note said she wanted to talk about that tablet we found, the old Kunari one. Of course that's what she wants to talk about. We can go whenever you're good.
I'll let you know.